India to invest billions in Egypt, and Aramco says China and India are driving oil demand growth. You're watching the Daily Brief with Forbes. I'm Ramia Faraj. Prime Minister Modi met President Al-Sisi in Cairo over the weekend. The leaders signed a joint declaration to elevate relations to a strategic partnership. This includes increasing high-level visits, facilitating direct flights between the capitals, and developing Indian investments in Egypt. The leaders discussed projects including a potential dedicated land area for Indian industries in the Suez Canal Economic Zone. Those projects include a $12 billion green hydrogen plant to be built by Indian firm Acme. The UAE's GDP grew 7.9% to a total of $441.1 billion at constant prices in 2022. The non-oil share of GDP stood at $319.6 billion, achieving positive growth in all vital sectors. At current prices, the UAE economy totaled $506.4 billion. It's an increase of more than $91.8 billion compared to 2021, achieving a growth of 22.1%. Aramco has inked a deal worth $5 billion with Hyundai Engineering and Construction to establish a petrochemicals complex in Saudi. The deal will expand energy cooperations between Saudi and South Korea. The $5 billion Amiral project aims to establish a facility that would manufacture basic petrochemical products such as ethylene in Jubail. The new petrochemical complex is integrated with the existing Satorp refinery. The refinery is a joint venture between Aramco and France's Total Energies. Global oil market fundamentals are expected to remain sound for the rest of the year, underpinned by healthy demand in developing countries, most notably in China and India. That's according to Aramco CEO Amin Nasser, who said despite recession risks in several OECD countries, developing countries, especially China and India, are driving demand growth of more than 2 million barrels per day this year. He says despite China facing economic headwinds, the transport and petrochemical sectors are still showing signs of demand growth. Meanwhile, OPEC expects global oil demand to rise to 110 million barrels per day by 2045, which is 23% higher than current levels. That's according to OPEC Secretary General Haytham Al-Rais. S&P has cut its 2023 GDP growth forecast for China to 5.2% from 5.5% after May data showed its post-COVID recovery is faltering. It says China's recovery should continue, but at an uneven pace, with investment and industry lagging. S&P is the first major international credit agency to cut its forecast for China's economy this year, although several major banks lowered their estimates this month. China's economy stumbled in May, with property investment slumping further and industrial output and retail sales growth missing forecasts. And Sony's Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse topped North American box offices this weekend. It took in $19.3 million, bringing its domestic total to more than $317 million. Showings in international theaters pushed its cumulative global earnings to $560 billion.
But he feels like he belongs.
I'm Ramia Faraj. This is the Daily Brief. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.